Well, Args, that was a nice break from the farm.
It was good to get away for a little bit, take a little bit of R&R. It's a bit of fun, but I'll tell you what, I much prefer the farming than riding around on those stupid quads.
Exactly, it's terrible content as well. I'm not sure how anybody would want to watch stuff like that.
That's a very good point. It's a farming game. We better get back to some farming.
Let's do it.
Alright. By the way, you're in the tent, I'm in the camper. I'll see you in the morning.
Yeah, I kind of worked that out already.
Sleep well, mate.
Yeah, I will.
Morning, mate. How you doing?
Hey, Args. All good, all good.
It's good to enjoy the camping trip.
Yeah, it was nice. Nice break. Nice break.
Good, good. But time to get the harvest show on the road.
Yes, indeed. It looks like we've got a perfect day for it, so...
Does look good. Does look good. I've got the combines in. They've all been serviced and that ahead of the start, so we're all good to go.
Excellent. Well, I guess we'll get the combines hooked up. I'll go and get a auger wagon as well. And I suppose maybe we don't need it, actually. We could just use it straight into the truck, because there's roads down there, isn't there?
Yeah, there's a good road network. We could do it straight into the truck.
Yeah, let's do that. Make it easy for ourselves. There's Args with the combine. We've got the truck. We'll just run it down to the first field. So we've got this lovely grassy area up here, which means we can pull the header trailers in and get them loaded up. And then we'll move the trailer down to a more appropriate position once that's done. So here we are, heading back to the field. We are going to have to sell this Triticale straight away. We don't have it as a fill type in our silo over there, unfortunately. But if I'm being honest, looking at the money in the bank, we kind of need to sell this. This was always going to be a cash crop anyway. So actually there's a lot of benefit in flogging it straight away, because we just need the money at the moment. There's Args. He looks like he's moving into position already. He's already unhitched. So we'll go in and join him in there, I think, and get that done. And then we'll move over to here and get this field done as well. This was one of the revelations, I think, of the first harvest season, was just how much money Triticale makes. So let's park our trailer over here, so when Args is finished he can connect as well. And we can, and we're not in each other's ways. Okay. Let's get this hooked up. Just unfold the combine now. There you go. See all the elements coming out. A long pipe, which is an absolute necessity for this 60-foot header. Bit of power. I know we don't have access to this land, but we do have access to this land. So there we go. We will follow. I've got my swath turned off. Args has got his on. So we'll just change that, so at least we're doing the same thing. A straw could come in handy, to be honest. We'll head down to the end, and it's all systems go. We're back in harvest mode. So Args just radioed and told me he's already at 50% after one headland pass, so it looks like we're going to get a seriously decent yield out of this field, which is awesome, awesome news. Like I said, that money at the moment is going to be hugely beneficial to us. So what I'll do, I'll get to the end of here, and we'll run back along the other way and unload, but I think we've got a good harvest on our hands here. There we go, we'll unload this 50% here, and then we'll jump in and follow Argsy down this side. So, I guess best thing to do is for you guys to sit back, relax, and enjoy. So there we go, first full load. We've literally done one pass. And we tried to do a headland and ran out of space. Args went and got the grain trailer, because really I think we're going to have a trailer at each end of the field. This is insanely high yielding. So yeah, exciting stuff. All that work with precision farming has paid off. So no, delighted. So we will just let this unload. We'll finish off this headland and we'll get back into it. Well, that's Args headed off to sell the first load. So we will get as much of this into the auger wagon as we can, and then what we'll do is we'll probably jump into Argsy's combine because that is empty, and at least we can run another row or two with that, because this is going to be filled almost instantly. So we're getting a bit of a backlog here. I think we could do with a almost another trailer. This is yielding so high, so I'm really excited to see what we'll get in terms of money out of this. But for now, I think what we'll do, we'll just swap over and jump into Argsy's empty combine, and hopefully by the time he's back, we'll be able to unload into there again, and we don't have too much of a delay. But yeah, seriously big yields, which is awesome. We'll keep an eye on the money as well. So there's Args back already, reversing up to the auger wagon, so we can get another load or two unloaded in there. Obviously with the second combine unloading into the auger wagon as well. But $56,000 is not a bad income off the one trailer. And if you think we've done, what, half of this field, you know, we're looking at probably creeping up to $100,000, maybe a little bit less, and then we've got the big field over there. So this is going to be a good income from these fields, which is brilliant news. Okay, trailer full again. We're going to, well, 90% full. Argsy's just going to top it up with the grain cart, and I'll run this down to the sell point. So there we go. We'll squeeze the 10% in here, then hopefully my combine's empty, so Argsy can run that one for a little bit. Right, luckily the sell point at Buy Grain is pretty close to the farm, so we're not having to drive a long way across the map. So we'll run this down and hopefully back in time before we have a bit of a delay in running the combine. So far so good. We haven't had any downtime at all. It's worked out quite nicely. So we'll get this sold and we'll be back as soon as we can. Here we go. At Buy Grain. I'll just run under here and get this unloaded. Hopefully we'll be looking at the same price as last time. Just roll it under there. I shall turn my HUD on so I know what I'm going to get. And we are unloading. So let's watch the money go up. Here we go. Nearly 56,000 again. Really nice. So we'll head back and we'll keep filling up these trailers. Great source of income so far. This was definitely a good call doing these Triticale fields. There we go. We are back. What I'm going to quickly do is try and unload this auger wagon before Argsy makes his way down. He's going to be pretty close to be in here any second now, so If I can be quick, we can have him back running ASAP. %79% full. Race against time. Let's see if we can do this. The unload on these is pretty fast though, so hopefully that'll help us. Well, that was a failed experiment. Arg's lining up behind us. I see what he's doing. He's just going to unload into the auger wagon. Well, in that case, I probably think we'll get the rest of this into this trailer, which is good. But 3 trailer loads into this from these 2 fields is really good return. Really good return. I mean, crikey, look at that. Nearly 50% full already. Nearly 50% full already. Look at Args, the health and safety guy would have a field day with that, wouldn't he? Look at that. Oh, he's gone. That's it. He's gone. Crushed into 1,000 pieces. Either that or he's back in the cab. No, he's back in the cab. Right. Let's get on with it. Right, there's Args just unloading. He's got half a pass on the way back down, so we should be able to fit all of that in. And I'll pick up these straggly bits that we have down here that we just missed out. I'm not sure how they got missed because GPS was set up, but for some reason they didn't get captured. So we'll just grab these, and there is about, I don't know, 20 meters of a row further down that Args ran out of on his way back down as well. So we'll grab that, and that is one field done. There's a lot of straw in here as well, which we'll obviously bale and put into the shed, because that'll help with the TMR mixing. But there's Args behind us now. So here's this last little section. We'll grab this, and then we are all done. We'll just wait for Args. We'll see if we've got another full load in. We've got the grain cart tracking behind us there as well, just in case we fill up, which we're not going to. We'll grab this little bit here as well. A few stragglers there. Don't want to waste any crop, right? But this has been brilliantly well managed in terms of growth and looking after the crop. High yielding as we could got it, and as you can see already, the money that we brought in made it all the worthwhile. So that is the way you do it. Okay, truck is full. A little bit left in the grain cart, but we'll whip this down to the sell point, and then we'll head back and hopefully pick up what's left in Argsy's combine. Hopefully now he can run and start getting started in the second field. But 3 full loads out of there, that is not bad. Just over $150,000 of yield. Very nice. Okay, we'll quickly get this unloaded. You watch that money going up again. Great stuff. Okay, let's head back and see how Args is getting on. There we go. That's obviously Args is unloaded into there, but we might as well let it go into the trailer because we can hold more in the trailer, and then we'll dive into this next field. And we'll run some headlands off this one, top and bottom, and then we should be able to get up and down rows in without too much hassle. It's running well, isn't it, mate?
Yeah, we cannot complain about how well that's yielding.
I know, it's crazy, isn't it? I think
It's
you
good.
said before we need a helper.
Just about a grain cart driver would actually make things much better. You can jump into this next field now?
Yeah, I was going to say if we both run some headlands and then we can hopefully get maybe at least up or down or both without having to cut out of rows.
Yeah, I think so. I think this field's a little bit smaller, so... Alright, I'll do a couple of headlands on the end near the yard if you want to do the other end.
Sounds good. I'll run the truck up to the top as well.
Champion. Alright.
There we go. Let's get these up to the top. That trailer's 33% full already. How? So much yield. Right. Let's head up here. We'll dump this on the grassy area at the top of the field, or even just on the track actually. As long as we've got enough space for the combine to turn around, we should be fine. So if we just park this somewhere here, we'll knock out a couple of headlands, maybe even 3. And then we will get this done in no time. This is a smaller field, so it should make it a little bit easier to do. There you go, Arg starting at the bottom. I'll start at the top. Square off this field nicely. And that'll be a good day's work done.
Argsy FSG.
Go ahead, mate.
I'm just undercutting my second pass or I wouldn't make it back. To do 2 headlands.
Okay, cool. Good heads up. Thanks, mate. So there we go. Good bit of insider info from Args. He's not going to do a full headland for his second pass because he wouldn't have made it all the way back. So we'll do a half a headland on the way back. That at least will get us to the end of a row. And we can get that unloaded into the trailer. Just shows you how high a yield this is churning out. Which is great. Just what we needed. So interestingly, I've just looked at... I've only got 36% done here. So I could make another full pass with no problem. So it must be that Args has got a slightly higher yielding part of the field at his end of the field. I can't see it here. But I might just check with him. FSG to Args?
Yeah, go to mate.
What's your yield map showing in on the minimap?
I can't tell you at the moment because I'm not on the field.
Right. Was it green? Because I got to the end of my row and I was only on 36%, so I can make a double pass with no hassle.
I had 260 bushels an acre. I did see on the yield meter.
I'm a 191. So you must be in a higher yielding part of the field.
Must be a purple patch down this end.
Interesting.
I'll set up a GPS when I get it into the field and save it for you as well.
Cool, mate. Awesome. So there we go. Args must have a higher yield. Well, he does have a higher yielding part of the field down at the bottom, so that's why he couldn't make a full pass. Whereas we're actually going to handsomely make a full pass. We might even be able to get 3 passes in here. Let's see. If we can get to the end under 66%, I'll run again. Otherwise, we'll unload at this point and we'll start running up and down. And we're over 66, so I think what we'll do there, we'll call it quits. We'll finish this row. I'm going to straighten it off, so there's going to be a little bit on the left here, which we'll need to just cut back in and get. But only a few stalks, and we'll get this unloaded into the trailer. Right, so Args has just done an up and back. He got 51% on his up pass, so it's going to be interesting to see what he'll do on this, if he'll make it to the end or not. You made it!
733.6 bushels. I think that's 735.
Can't cut it closer than that. Impressive. So truck unloading into that. We'll get the combine unloading into the Demco as well. And we are going to be running this back down to the sell point, I think, in no time at all. It's been great, this. There we go, truck full. Let's get this away while that unloads into the Demco. And by that time Arg should be finished as well. He can use the Demco. And by that time we'll be back. There we go, hopper open, another load going in. Let's just watch that money tick up. Right, we'll fill this up. And then we'll run it down. What we'll do is we'll run it down the edge of the field here. See, Args is taking another headland off there just to try and make those up and down rows again. We're still a little bit short. I think it yields higher as you go further into the field. So if we take another headland off, that means we should again be able to get those up and down rows going. So there we go. 41% full already. That Demco auger wagon is massive, isn't it? So we'll run this down. The ground is hard enough to get away with this. For all you purists, give us a hard time. And we can pop out onto the road just here. So we'll stop him there and we'll go and get the auger wagon as well. Right, in the auger wagon, let's run this down here. Looks like Args is unloading, so we can try a full pass. So we'll just run this up behind the truck, somewhere like this. Leave it there, and I can use that one, and he can use the trailer. And let's see how we go. Okay, back in the combine. So there you go, perfect example. If you look down in the yield map in the bottom corner there, you can see how the green starts stepping into the field more. So if we hadn't taken that extra headland off, we would have had to come out of a row on the long passes. So by putting another one in, we save ourselves that hassle. Hopefully, we'll see. We will see. So there we go, a perfectly aligned last row. We'll get this unloaded and we will get this field done. So that has been a really, really, really good episode. We've covered a lot of ground. We've got a lot of high yielding crops and a lot of money out of these fields. So it was definitely a good call when we planted these. We said this wanted to be a cash crop scenario with these 3 fields, and it's proved to be that, which is awesome, because I'm going to be honest, we were running low on money. So great to get this out of the way. And combines have run flawlessly. These Midwest Juris 60-foot headers have absolutely chewed through the crop. And short of just having a truck driver and an auger wagon driver, it's been pretty efficient. We haven't had much downtime at all, which is great. So I will get to the end of this row. I'll probably run this one straight to the truck, because the auger wagon is pretty close to being full, and then whatever's left we'll dump into the auger wagon, and it might be that we have to do maybe 2 runs down to the sell point. We shall see. But like I said, that's a nice problem to have. It's a nice problem to have. Always nice driving towards the yard as well, looking at those big sheds and that silo that we've barely used yet. I need to get into the XML and edit that so it'll take Triticale for the future, because that would have made things a lot easier dumping it in there and a lot quicker, but as it is, it's not been too much of a hassle. Oh, right, there's Args away now, so clearly that is full already as we finish the field. So there we go. Header lifted. Let's run round here and get this unloaded. What I might do as well is just run and get that first combine unloaded. There we go. Literally we're going to get about 5% in here. But what I might do after this is run and get Argsy's combine, get the header back on it, run it back to the yard into the wash point, and we will leave these in the field for Args to unload again when he comes back with the truck. But yeah, definitely a super successful day's work. Right, let's go and get the other combine, get the header off it, and get it washed. There we go. I think the X9's earned this wash. Been absolutely flawless today. Keeping things going really well. And we've made a good amount of money. Nearly $280,000 off those 3 fields, which was awesome. There you go. Header cleaned, combine cleaned. Let's get them over back to the shed. And if Args is not back, we'll go and grab his too. And if he is, we'll grab the auger wagon. Teamwork makes a dream work, and all that. There he is. He's already back. Right, we'll get this lady cleaned up as well. Should hopefully get this cleaned up. He's just up there hooking up. By the time he's down here, we should get this fully washed off. It's not as dirty as the combines anyway, so a little less time consuming to wash. Great job, mate.
Certainly was. What did I figure out? $322,000 income, I think.
Well, that is not to be sniffed at, is it? Wow.
No, not at all. Question now is, though, do we pay off the loan we have, or do we use it to buy something else?
I don't think it's a hasty decision we need to jump into straight away, is it? Let's see what...
It's not your house the bank's holding as collateral.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Of course you did.
Yeah, well, I'll have to defer to you on that one then. I don't think we need it. We don't need any new kit particularly at the moment, do we?
Not particularly, no. More animals.
Yeah. Make sure they're well fed.
Indeed.
Well, I think we've done enough to put our feet up for a little bit now, haven't we?
I think so. I think we can go and take a bit of a break. think about what we're going to do next time.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, mate.
Thanks, mate. That was a really enjoyable episode.
Indeed it was. You take care, and I'll catch you again soon.
We'll see you soon, mate. Bye-bye.
All right, ciao.
Well, guys, I think that was a very successful episode. Got a lot of work done and got a good amount of money into the bank. So it leaves me just to say, that's Argsy. I'm the Farm Sim Guy. Thank you very, very much for watching, and I will see you all again very soon. Bye for now.